What is up, you guys? My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo gaming channel, and the second beta phase of UFL is officially out now, but I got to play the game a few days earlier, and I can finally give you guys my honest opinion about the game. I think people are kind of leaning too hard into this game. Now, UFL is being developed by Strikers Inc. It is a football title that's going to be very strong in esports. It's going to be very strong in the competitive scene. It has this ultimate team-like structure with no microtransactions, so it's very much not egregious like how FIFA Ultimate Team is or EAFC's Ultimate Team is. This game was announced at Gamescom a couple years back, and they pushed that fair-to-play kind of motto out there. They don't want people to spend money on football games. They want it to be fair, they want it to be competitive, and it's all about skill. I also like to say that UFL kicked off a massive wave of competitive football games that are coming for FIFA's throne. And UFL was definitely at the forefront of that. You have goals, you have man of the match, you have other, football titles that are coming up to the forefront, being developed currently, and UFL is kind of ahead of that because it has a massive fan base and other things going on for it. Playing UFL, you feel a certain level of appreciation for what FIFA and EAFC have built with their Frostbite engine, with their games, because the game is able to capture so many different animations, and it makes the gameplay feel a little bit more unique and smoother and even realer in a lot of times, where UFL doesn't really have that. It's a little bit more robotic, a little bit, I would say definitely as much as how PES was back in the day, that a little bit, the robotic movements, there's not as many animations, so all the players just play very similar. They don't really mirror their counterparts, their real life counterparts, and that can be, when you play UFL, that's very much, you get that, and you can kind of tell why it's important to have that in video games. This game is definitely made for an esports competitive scene. It has this team building mode that, you play games, you earn currency, and you buy better players, of course, and you can build your team, you can build the tactics, you can customize your logos, you can customize the kits that you wear, not necessarily kits, but you can buy new kits and buy certain team items and stuff like that. It's all cosmetic. There is no buying players with real money, which would make it kind of a pay-to-win situation. It's fair to play, as they always said. In terms of gameplay, I like how UFL, you can't just dribble your way through 3 or 4 different players in UFL. You have to kind of stop, and you have to pass the ball and be a little bit more creative just to get a shot off. And I really like that. That's the way I like to play in EAFC. But of course, with that game, it's more bent on pace. It's more about speed, where this game slows it down a lot, but it also has a lot of arcade-ish elements when it comes to the passing, when it comes to the crossing. It's a little bit easier to do those things, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I feel like this gameplay is a lot more simpler for people just to jump in and play. The defending, on the other hand, can be worked on. Of course, this is just a beta version of the game, so these things all can change. What I've seen with the defending is tackling is a mess so far. Tackling can just be very hit or miss, depending on, really defensive players can't even really tackle that well in this game. And even just being in front of somebody, in front of another player and just kind of moving towards them, there's just no action. There's no, automatic tackle that I think there needs to be in the game. You have to kind of tackle yourself, and it kind of leads to a lot of chaotic moments. I've had multiple penalties already against me for this. It's just really weird. Another thing is just ball movement, and just when your player is running with the ball, sometimes the ball just kind of bounces around aimlessly. You never feel like you have full possession of the ball. And I feel like that's kind of a bit of an issue, especially when you're just in open space and there's no other players around you. You don't have full possession of the ball when you're just running in open space and the ball kind of just goes everywhere, especially when you have some of the best players in the world that can control the ball really well. You just don't have that security with the ball. And I feel like those things can all change. All this can change before the official release. This game is a free-to-play game. It's going to have a lot of updates. Just as of right now, there's some balancing issues they need to kind of fill out. Strikers Inc. has a lot that they have to do in terms of updating. Overall, I think this game will find its place amongst people that are probably either fed up with Football Ultimate Team or FIFA Ultimate Team, or people that just want to get away from eFootball. And I also want to see the future of this game. Do they bring in a career mode? Do they bring in a team play mode like pro clubs? I want to see the future of UFL and where this game can go. Because if right now, it seems like it's only a competitor to eFootball. And it's not really a competitor to EAFC. That game is just doing different things, especially with all the deep dives that we got about EAFC 25 so far. That game is on a different level. These games are just focusing on competitiveness and an ultimate team-like structure game mode. My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. You can check me out on Twitter at Kelly from the Dojo, and you guys should also subscribe to the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We got a lot of great videos coming out for you guys. All right, I'll check you guys later. All right, peace.